I am honored to be here with Thomas DeLauer. He is going to break down diet for knee pain. I approach the exercises, and we're typically doing these things 2 to 3 times a week. And we're not avoiding muscles, we're actually digging into them. So how do we navigate this in terms of a diet?
Yeah, no, that's a great question, because it's so easy to say, okay, lose weight. Okay, well, yes, that's great. We definitely need you to lose weight. The best diet is the one that's going to help you lose weight. But jumping in, okay, if people are doing these exercises 2 to 3 days per week, how can we potentially mitigate pain during these exercises, okay, and then maximize recovery after these exercises? Now, this by no means is the one and only way, okay, but evidence suggests that when you are in a fasted state, you have lower levels of inflammation. This is a pretty well-known fact, because food in its very essence, when you eat it, is going to heighten inflammation, but also the deeper you are in a fast, the more ketone levels actually elevate, and actually has a pretty profound effect on inflammation. It's not modest, it's actually decent. Like, it's very, very good. So that's step one. If you are intermittent fasting, or maybe you're considering trying it, try having your intermittent fasting days be the days that they're doing your specific kind of training. The reason I say that is, you're not doing these crazy CrossFit Metcons with your workouts. You're doing things that are constructive and rebuilding. So you're not going to be burning 500 calories and taxing yourself in a fasted state, okay?
But we are digging in more than traditional avoid it, massage it.
Yes.
So how do we navigate this and get those results?
Yeah, that's a great question. And that comes into like, okay, well, what do you do afterwards more than anything? So first of all, if you're scared to do intermittent fasting, like 16 hours, try 14 hours, try 12 hours, just try little increments of it. But after your workout, it's always a balance of muscle protein breakdown and muscle protein synthesis. And people might be thinking, okay, well, I'm going to do these workouts, but I'm in a fasted state. So that just means I'm going to break down all my muscle, I'm going to catabolize, I'm going to waste it away, and all my work's going to be for nothing because there's not the adequate nutrition there. Actually incorrect, because the bulk of what's going to help you repair comes as a result of being very insulin sensitive and being able to capitalize on the nutrition that you bring in. If someone is metabolically deranged or they are insulin resistant, they are not, for lack of a better term, they're not adequately getting nutrition from their food. They're not getting glucose, they're not getting fuel, and consequently, they're probably not stimulating as much muscle protein synthesis, which is the repair. So how do we take someone that has metabolic issues, which by the way is like 60% of the population, okay? What we would have them do is we'd say, okay, since you've been fasted, you are going to be very insulin sensitive, which means that when you do consume food, your body's going to suck it up. It's going to really want it because you've been away from it. I liken it to like a white noise of a fan, right? A fan is on all the time. That's like your glucose. Eventually you don't hear it anymore because the fan's running. But if you turn that fan off for a few hours and then turn the fan back on, you hear the fan, right? Same thing with like glucose or food. You've been abstaining from food for a period of time, so your cells have started going, okay, where's the food now? Where is the food? Food comes in, the cells are like, oh, thank God, brings it in, sucks it up. Fasted state, you're insulin sensitive. At the end of a workout, you're insulin sensitive. So it allows you, by doing these kinds of workouts deeper in your fast, to capitalize on the protein and capitalize on the moderate amount of carbohydrates after the workout that much better. So case in point, intermittent fast, 3 days a week or so you're not overdoing it, and do it on the days where you're doing your style of training.
Totally makes sense. I've intermittent fasted on and off through my whole journey, and it made a lot of sense to me. And a lot of people have reported the anti-inflammation effects of intermittent fasting, but no one had ever pointed out, do the intermittent fast and then train at the end of the fast. That way, boom, now you can shuttle in the nutrients to gain off the workout. It totally makes sense. Thanks for making it clear.
Totally. And I will add one more thing, though, just because people are going to like spin this and say, well, I only work out in the morning and I can't intermittent fast. That doesn't matter. I want you to think differently. You can fast throughout any period of time. It doesn't have to be just skipping breakfast. If you know you're going to train with his style tomorrow, although it sounds kind of cheesy to do, skip dinner. So prioritize your fasting periods around your workout compared to the other way around.
Brilliant. Makes sense. Thank you.